Sodor stories. The Grown Castle Gang. Gordon was just finishing off telling a story one dawn morning. His story was about his old days on the LNER. The engines were enjoying it. Until it came to the point where it was when Gordon had to leave the LNER, which was the last bit of his story. "And that's how I arrived here," said Gordon. The engines were impressed about the story, but still, they didn't quite believe it as much. "You just made that up," said Thomas. "No, I didn't," said Gordon. "Yeah, too," said Percy. "Yeah, Nat," said James. "Yeah, too," said Edward. "Yeah, not," said Henry. "Okay, let's just stop this," said Toby. Just then the Fat Controller arrived. "You're having a visitor." "No, not a visitor. He's coming to join the castle. Ulfstead Castle." Ulfstead Castle stood in the distance. It could be seen from all over the island. It was where Stephen, Millie and Glyn worked. The engines were impressed and wondering who it would be. The engine is LNER built, but it could either be Scotsman or a hidden engine. "The engine will have two tenders, but it doesn't mean it will be Scotsman," said the Fat Controller. The engines were left wondering. But there's also an engine on the LNER who escaped scrap and is hiding, so it could be that engine. This got everybody and the engines wondering who the engine was. "Thomas, you'll need to take supplies." "Yes, sir," said Thomas. And that's when Thomas set off. Thomas set off to the yard. His driver looked out the cab. "All right, Thomas, we're in the yard." Knapford Station was now. Thomas' sheds had been destroyed in an explosion during the years, and so they built another sheds called Knapford Sheds. It was the same size as Tim's sheds, just more round. Well, as for Tim's sheds, it says it was blown up as no engine ever uses it anymore, but it's used for preserved engines, or engines who visit, or for engines who well, we better leave that information. When Thomas came to the yard, he saw so many trucks, but didn't know which truck was which. Then he saw a flatbed. He wondered what the flatbed was. Then he saw paint buckets loaded on. And then he saw vans. He decided he would get those trucks, as they would carry the special supplies. When Thomas had got a few more paint flatbeds, he accidentally smashed the flatbed, so now part of the flatbed became part of the truck. They decided to get a different flatbed. When Thomas got his trucks, his driver set him off. They had to go fast, otherwise they'd be late. Thomas was already late to take Canny and Clarabelle, but he had to do this extra job. Thomas went as fast as he could. He went past Gordon's Hill, taking the bumpy way. The bumpy way had lots of curves, which wouldn't make it comfortable for the engines. They would go around it, but it would take way too long for Thomas. as he would need to get to the castle as quickly as he could before the new castle member would arrive. Thomas pumped his pistons. And then Thomas went up the castle slope. The castle slope was one of the steepest slopes on Sodor. It went even higher than Gordon's Hill. As Thomas reached the top, he had to do a few climbs left. He slowed down as he came to the gates, but then he got stuck. He didn't know why. The gates had been narrowed since the last time he had came. But they had reopened the mine that Stephen had got stuck into. So Thomas decided to take that way. Thomas thundered down the line. "Not far now," said his driver. "I hope so," said Thomas. "I'm quite worn out." Some of the curves leading to the mine were quite tight and was a little wobbly, so engines would be able to get stuck there. But soon Thomas reached the mine. The mine had been cleared and was big enough for steam locomotives to fit. But for locomotives like Emily, the engine cycle would not be able to get into the castle. Thomas finally made it through the castle. It had taken him nearly all morning to get there. Thomas went into the castle. Harold was flying with his pterodactyl. In the meantime, Thomas left the supplies in the Ulfstead castle yard. Millie, Glyn and Stephen were still asleep. They didn't know the supplies had arrived. So Thomas decided to play a little trick. He went onto the Ulfstead's castle turntable, turned on the turntable, and then whistled really loudly. "Peep, peep! Wake up, you lazy bones, do some hard work for a change," said Thomas. And he went out off the turntable, getting ready for when the visitor would arrive. There was not much time till the visitor would arrive. Connor and Caitlin would not be able to make it. However, Thomas went to get prepared. Not many engines had heard about the new engine arriving, so not many engines arrived. Thomas got in his place, and so did everybody else that arrived. The drawbridge was up, and all the engines were in their spaces. The drawbridge came down. Then a green engine puffed into the castle. He had 2 tenders and was screamed just like the Fat Controller had described, and winked at Gordon. Gordon immediately knew who he was just by his number. Gordon was in shock. "Flying Scotsman, you're part of Sodor. I'm part of the castle gang now," said Gordon. Of course I am, said Scotsman. Why wouldn't I be here? I do remember the time when Henry ran cold, said Scotsman, and I had to take his train. Henry blushed. His cheeks went red and did a little and sighed a little. We didn't know it'd be you, said Thomas. Hello, I'm the Rocket, but you can call me Stephen, said Stephen. My name's Glyn, said Glyn. I'm Edward. Oh, I know who you all are, apart from that narrowgauge engine, and the coffee pot, and the old-fashioned engine. Well, I know who the old-fashioned engine is, said Scotsman. The old-fashioned engine is the Rocket, but people call him Stephen. The coffee pot engine, who are you? I'm Glyn, said Glyn. And little blue tank engine, that narrowgauge tank engine, who are you? I'm Millie, said Millie. Well, pleasure to meet you all, said Scotsman. Later that day, that sunset, Scotsman went into his shed. Connor and Kaylin aren't exactly part of the castle team, but they took passengers, so they kind of were part of the team, but they really wasn't, because they didn't stay in the same shed. But when the Scotsman was staying in the same shed, he was probably part of the team. And the two was chatting as the sun was setting. And that's when I nearly lost the race, said Stephen. The engines laughed and laughed. Then Millie told the story. And then, that's when I nearly became a pumpkin, said Millie. The engines laughed and laughed again. Then Glyn told another story. And that's when I nearly became a teapot, said Glyn. The engines laughed and laughed again. Then Scotsman told the story. And that's when I nearly ran out of water, said Scotsman. The engines laughed and laughed again. The engines couldn't stop laughing after those stories. But soon the sun was out of sight, and the moon was just still coming up. Time to get to sleep, said Stephen. Big day ahead of us, said Millie. Agreed, said Glyn. Good night, said Scotsman. Good night, said the other three engines, and they all went happily to sleep.